crap. I was nervous.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's an elbow. That's an early elbow, by the way.
Absolutely.
That's not a fully matured elbow. That's an early, and you shoved. You were a grown man when you were 18. You acted like a grown man when you were 18. You weren't a kid. Does that make sense?
No, I mean, my biggest frustrations is, coach would put a curfew in place.
Yeah.
And, I was in bed, curfew, ready to go. We're playing a doubleheader against Manatee the next day. And, really the breakthrough for me after recovering from the arm surgery was one of our players decided, hey, he wanted to go out. He wanted to go out and spend the night and do things. And, I'm not even throwing. I'm not even on the radar to throw the next day. And I remember we're taking BP and I'm standing in the outfield and Coach McLeod comes walking out there and, like any other kid, you're like, I'm out there by myself shagging balls, and I'm like, yeah, what's going on now? What did I do or what the issue is? Yeah. And I'm not doing nothing but shagging balls, take them to the bucket and coming out here catching.
Am I doing that wrong?
Yeah. Is there an issue? I'm not catching it right. He walks out to me and he takes this ball from his back pocket and he throws it at me I won't say throws it at it, tosses it to me and, I catch the ball, and he's like, hey, warm up, you got 15 minutes. And I was like, okay. Even though I had 15 minutes, I was ready to go. And at that time I had a little bit like, I'm going to show people this is what I'm supposed to do. And I ended up having a breakout game against Manatee Community College, who was a powerhouse then.
Powerhouse.
And,
National powerhouse.
We ended up beating them, and they got so mad that game. We were playing them in a doubleheader. They 10-run rules the next game.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sit here and say they weren't ready. I threw a phenomenal game. I gave up 3 hits in 7 innings against them, and they were a powerhouse. So,
well, I remember being, and as a young coach, I'm going, what? Wait a minute. He's not even in the rotation.
Yeah. Yep.
He's not even getting work.
Yeah.
So what the heck? And I didn't, I can't remember I don't remember who the player was that missed curfew, but it kind of forced the hand. But I didn't think it would be going to you. I thought it was going to be, okay, fine, we're going to bump the start.
Yeah.
So we're just going to adjust the rotation. But he pulled you in. It's like, holy crap. I was nervous.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's an elbow. That's an early elbow, by the way.
Absolutely.
That's not a fully matured elbow. That's an early, and you shoved.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, it was a blessing. It got me on the page and got me in the rotation, got me throwing.
Yeah.
And had a very good season that year, going 6-2. Had a great season. Really should have been 7. Really should have been undefeated. We had a bad game against Gulf Coast where through 6 innings we made 8 errors, which was unlikely for our team because we could execute. So, as a pitcher, the most frustrating thing is you come out starting over at Gulf Coast and you throw a good game, a 6-hitter, and you get drummed because we have 8 errors.
Right.
And you're like, what happened here?
What happened here?
And a lot of the guys on the team, tell you, hey, I'm sorry I let you down. What do you say?